Hello and welcome to A Tribe Called Cars. My name is Ben Griffin and this is episode 4. Yeah. Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of the A Tribe Called Cars vlog. In this one we're going to be talking about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks in terms of video, but also I'm going to show you a couple of goodies that was sent to me very recently that we're going to review and test and play with and have fun with. But before we get to that bit, I mean the thumbnail is a huge clue what you're going to see, but now my mini electric review went up last week. That was actually the last car I did a review of before the lockdown, quarantine, corona. Does that make it sound cute? No, not really. No, here come the sirens. You mention corona and you get taken away. But yeah, apart from having a full day outside doing normal things, which is crazy. Who'd have thought we'd have gone from that to this in such a short time? But anyway, the car was really cool. 24,000 for the cheapest one. I think the one I was in was 34,000. Not got the biggest battery, but it looks like a Mini. It actually drives very much like a Mini. In some ways it's better, a bit heavier, but it's got better balance. So it's a fun car to drive. It is very nippy. 0 to 62 in I think, 7.3 seconds. So it is a properly little rapid thing for the money. And of course, it doesn't spew out any nasty petrol emissions or diesel and all that kind of stuff. If you can make it work, perhaps as a second car, or you just don't drive very far very often, then I think it'd be quite a cool machine to have. More sirens. Oh, why? Anyway, that day was quite intense because I was playing director for a client. That makes me sound important when I'm really not. But that was fun, but obviously mentally I was sort of making sure that he said what he needed to say, that the filming was good, that things were in focus, that I hadn't forgotten to put the mic on, and all of that fun stuff. People make it look so easy. I mean, I don't know if I do, but the good YouTubers really do. But the mental checklist is, yeah, it's quite intense. All the things you need to get right. Especially when it's in a car and environments change, it can be quite difficult, shall we say. But anyway, I spent a lot of time in the car that day, and obviously I got to drive it quite a bit as well, and that meant I could make a video. And actually, I thought at the time the stuff I was saying was just drivel. I was being overly harsh on myself, which happens. I always want the videos to be really good, but for some reason I just thought, yeah, that's not great, not really feeling that, and for whatever reason. But I got the footage home and actually watched it and I was like, that wasn't so bad. Why were you getting all like, argh? So I smashed it into Premiere Pro, and yeah, I think the video was quite fun. I think Phil and I have known each other. That's Phil Huff of Front Seat Driver Caliber magazine. He's been a freelance journalist for a very long time, has a bit of an obsession with cowboy boots, so he's an interesting character. But it was a fun shoot because I've known him a while and he's as big an idiot as I am, or perhaps bigger, not entirely sure, but it was fun. I needed to sort of make him relax because it sounds sexual. I needed to no, I can't do this. I needed to make him relax. Oh God, come on man. So anyway, I needed to find a way for him to sort of be more chill on camera, and that was another sort of challenge because I think it was his first proper video. He's done video stuff before, but I think where it's just him and working with me. We've known each other a while, but still, it was, I guess, a little odd for him. But actually, the video, which will be on leasing.com's YouTube channel, I mean, I'm gonna say it was okay because I was paid to edit it, but actually, I think it came out quite well. I think on camera, he was authoritative, interesting. I thought it was quite funny. There's a few little silly bits in, like in mine, just to show the fun we had that day. We don't want it to be too serious, you want to inform, but also try and entertain. Whether I do or not is debatable, but at the end of the day, I think those bits just make a video a little bit more interesting, just a bit more fun. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is you guys sending me your car photos, because I want to do a video where I edit them and look at them, obviously talk about who sent them in, so you're going to mention, but I'll show you the process I did to get to the result that I think is cool. It might be that the photos are really good, in which case I'll just look at them and be like, yeah, You're better than me. Yeah, you're better than me. Yeah, you're better than me. But even if not, at least you'll see perhaps some techniques you can use to just make an image better. And I think that'd be quite cool. Had a couple of entries already, but I want to get sort of quite a few different photo styles and types so you can kind of see whether your style fits with theirs, and actually that might help you better to see what you're doing wrong. So yeah, send them to me. The email address is in the description below. I'm going to be doing my first iRacing event. Now this is an online racing game only, as in there are no AI competitors or anything. It is you against other humans, and it's taken very seriously. So you, basically, the first few races, it doesn't really matter if you win, which sounds very unrace-like, but the main thing is that you don't crash, knock people into the chicane, all the fun stuff. And then you get a rating, and the better your rating, the quicker you can progress to the higher stuff. But basically, you just want to be a good sportsman. So I'm going to make a video of my very first race. I'll be using the steering wheel, all assists off as I normally play, the Thrustmaster pedals that just arrived and I will talk about, I promise you, don't worry, and all that stuff. So it's going to be quite intense because I have no idea what to expect. Maybe someone will try and spin me around in the first 3 minutes, or I'll just be terrible. Maybe I'll win. I have no idea. But I think it'll be fun to show you the more hardcore side of simulator racing. So join me for that. Also going to do some Project Cars 2 stuff. Bought the game on PC, already had it on Xbox One, didn't really like it, but with the new 4K screen and 4K visuals and a decent graphics card, the game looks really quite impressive. So we're going to do some cool challenges with that, a little bit similar to my Dirt Rally 2 style ones, where I just try and achieve a certain target, and you guys can see what it's like with a steering wheel. And last but not least is the subject of the thumbnail. Thrustmaster was kind enough to send me some more goodies. Now it's worth noting, because if you review anything on the internet, someone says, oh, they paid you to say that, which is complete drivel in my case. Yes, fine, it might be for YouTubers who don't really care about their ability to be unbiased and that stuff, but I actually do. Also, I've done this a really long time. Being sent a steering wheel is, I mean, it's cool, it's amazing. Yeah, it's exciting to test something new because I'm a nerd. But let's bear in mind that my job is going to different countries to drive cool cars, stay in hotels and get free food, and yet I still say a car is crap. So it doesn't matter if they dropped a private jet outside and said, Ben, we're going to take you to Antarctica. The importance is always that I'm honest and say something is good or bad. So, also I have the Fanatec CSL Elite steering wheel and pedals, a McLaren GT3 wheel with some actual real carbon fiber. And I actually generally end up using the Thrustmaster TSXW. Sometimes I mix it up, but I quite like the way that feels in terms of driving. And the two accessories I've been sent to go with that nicely. It's like show and tell at school when you're a kid, except more expensive. So this is the Thrustmaster Handbrake plus Sparko mod. Now, as the name suggests, you can use this as a handbrake, but also a sequential shifter. Said it right that time. Which means, you know, up, down a gear. Really, really cool. Obviously realistic. Pretty much entirely made of metal as far as I know. There's some rubber grommets and maybe a bit of plastic somewhere. Obviously the handle isn't metal. But yeah, this is a pretty heavy duty bit of kit. So I tested this one before and yeah, it was decent, but it was the PC only version that came before this. So the plus denotes the fact that you can use this PC, Xbox and on PlayStation. So this is the one to get if you play on a variety of different platforms, but essentially it's the same product. This should be quite fun because sometimes when you're steering, trying to press B for the handbrake, especially in dirt, is really awkward because it moves with the wheel, which it wouldn't do in real life if you don't have a handbrake attached to your wheel. That would be ridiculous. This should be cool, lots of fun. Gonna have to mount this on the left because I'm used to the right, but you American viewers will be like, why are you not putting it on this side? I don't know why you sound like that, so no offense. And the other product is... No, I'm not actually that strong. I have the pedals already out. This is just the box. These are the TLCM pedals, which stands for Load Cell and Magnet... Apparently, I can't read today. Load Cell and Magnetics. Now this is similar basically to Fanatec CSL Elite pedals, which have, let's find the picture, the load cell. So basically you can change the springs here and increase or decrease the amount of resistance, depending on what you like. These are £180, so about a tenner difference between that and the CSL Elite pedals. They certainly look cool. There's a lot more metal than you get on the T3 PAs down here that I've been using for a while. So these should be good fun with my TSXW steering wheel. Whether or not they're worth £180, well, that's what the video review is going to find out. But based on what I've read about them, I would say this should be a better experience. That's loud. So thank you for watching. That was episode 4 of the A Tribe Called Cars vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, comment, and all that juicy stuff, because it really helps me. And it means you get more videos. And if you enjoy them, everyone